week 5 already. Wow. Already a whole month of the road to the Infinity Wars. So week 5 we got. Let's see if I can do this without knocking anything over here. Let's see if I can stand up here. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Yeah, that's right. We got a little Captain America First Avenger. This is just like Thor. Like I'm sorry, get comfy. Sorry. I remember when this and Thor first came out. Me and my friends were like, yeah, they rushed it for Avengers and all this other stuff. But it's just another one. Like watching it again makes a lot of sense. Like seeing Steve Rogers being all weak and scrawny, still trying to defend himself. Like when he told the dude in the movie theater to sit down, can you have respect and stuff? And the dude stood up and he was getting beat in the alleyway, and he grabbed the trash can kind of like a shield, like foreshadowing stuff. That was cool. You know, then he gets rejected, then he finally gets into the military and he can't really do anything because he's just so tiny and so small. But the one part I really like is, you know, when they're all running and they get to the flagpole, and Tommy Lee Jones's character is like, you know, this flagpole, this marks halfway. If anybody can get to the flag up top, you can ride on back with Agent Carter. So they're all climbing for it, they're all trying to get it, and he says, I might get the year wrong, but he says it hasn't been done in like 14 years. He might have said 4, but I'm pretty positive he said 14 years. And then, you know, he's just running, everybody's just trying to get it. He says, Tommy Lee Jones says, all right, everybody fall in, you're done. See Rogers is standing there looking at it, looks up. Tommy Lee Jones, hey, let's go. I say get back in line. This guy is genius. What's he do? He doesn't try and climb it. He pulls the pin, watches it fall, grabs the flag. So as everybody says, here you go. I'm getting a ride back. That was ingenious. Like the stuff he does, like when they throw out a fake grenade and everybody runs away and he dives on top of it, knowing he's gonna die. But it's a fake grenade. But he doesn't know that. He just dives on top of it because he knows if I cover it, I'm gonna die. But nobody else will get no shrapnel. It's all gonna go into me. That shows a lot. That just shows so much. And then he finally, you know, gets the super soldier serum. That was kind of weird. But you know, he gets all swole and bulks up. It's just, but then, you know, Tommy Lee Jones is like, you know what? I wanted a whole army. I just got you. I don't really want you. So he goes and does these little plays. I do like how in the plays though, he punches Hitler, like in the first comic, in the cover of it. He's punching Hitler. You know, that's kind of cool. That's a little bit of a nod. I think Stan Lee's somebody in the army. I know I like to talk about what Stan Lee does in it. Pretty sure he's just somebody in the army, but I really don't remember. Oh, I'm gonna have like back and forth with this because this was a couple days ago, and I'm trying to get this out before Friday. I know I'm backed up. I know, like I said, I was gonna do it every Friday, and I know it's Thursday before the Friday when the next one's supposed to be, and the next one. But I'm trying. I'm hoping to get this out tonight. I'm hoping to get it out. But yeah. So they're at like a fair or something, and everybody's standing on this. Are you for whatever for the army? And they stand on a weight, and it shines a light, and you can see your reflection in the suit, just the army suit, not Captain America suit, the regular army suit. And Steve Rogers goes up, and you know his face is only here, and the actual face is supposed to be here, and he's like kind of in the chest. Like it just shows so much. Like somebody else would see that, and they'd be like, you know what? You're right, I can't do it. But he's just like, no, you know what? I'm still going to go. I'm still going to try it. I'm still going to do it. It still needs to be done. And then, yeah, he gets the serum, the super soldier serum, bulks up, turns into Captain America. Red Skull. We need to see more of Red Skull. He was just an amazing villain. Amazing villain. Better than anybody they've had so far. Oh, excuse me. I mean, Loki wasn't Thor, and Loki, keeps coming. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Loki keeps coming back and back, but really, Red Skull was probably the first, second, even though, I mean, you know what? I'm not going to count Loki because he's a recurring character. Iron Skull, wow. Which would be an awesome thing if they did. Red Skull is the first great villain to come out of the MCU. And then you got Steve falling with it. Steve Rogers? Wow, I almost forgot his name. Falling for Agent Carter, and they go through all the battles, they're protecting each other. It's a really nice movie. Watching him, can you imagine being in a train with your best friend and he falls out of the train? Bucky Barnes, he just watches Bucky fall. And he's like, he thinks he's dead. Non-comic book nerds that saw the movie knew he wasn't dead, but everybody else thought he was dead. Nobody thought he was coming back. Unless you know Marvel, you know what's going to happen. But can you just imagine, and just watching him fall to his death, plummet to his demise? That would scar anybody. But he got to keep going on because he knows what's going to happen. If he doesn't stop Red Skull, Red Skull's got the Tesseract, which is the first cool connecting thing from Thor to Captain America. It kind of. Well, this is the first thing that connects the rest of the movies because it's the first Infinity Stone, the Tesseract. So I mean, it was in Thor. Now it's in Captain America. It gets involved in the next one, so it keeps going down the line. The ending when he's in the plane and he's calling Agent Carter and he's like, she's like, we're supposed to have a date tonight. He's like, you know what? Can we postpone it? They both know he's gonna die, but they're talking like, you know what? Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, we'll postpone our date till Saturday. Then he dives into the water and. You think that's it? We think it's it. Well, we don't think it's it because in the beginning they show him frozen. But, he thinks that the next thing you know, he's just opens his eyes like nothing happened. And he's in the room. And the nurse comes in and he's like, where am I? And she said, New York City. He said, no. The baseball game on the radio is from whenever. I know because I was there with my father. Where am I? And she's like, you're in New York. And he starts freaking out. And that's when he bursts through the wall. And he realizes he's in a big warehouse facility. Runs outside. And it's present day. And he doesn't... Anybody else, they would run outside and be like... As soon as he walked outside, what's going on? He keeps running down the street until he sees Fury. And then he just stops. And they're like, yeah, we need you. You've been frozen for 60, 70 years. Frozen for however long, we need you for stuff. Then it just goes. He says we got a lot to talk about. It goes black. Credits. One after. Well, I don't remember if it was in the theaters or not. So we'll just say one after credit scene. He's in the gym. He's boxing. I remember this too because I remember from the Lego movie game, the Lego Marvel game. He's in the gym. He's boxing. Fury comes in. They start talking. Then it fades again. Then. I don't know if it was in the theaters, but it was on here. A trailer for Avengers, which is the next movie. Watching that, knowing I've seen Avengers and I've seen everything else that's coming after it, that still got me hyped for me to watch Avengers. Still, even though I know how it is, I know what happens, I know everything that happens, and I know what goes through it all, it still got me hyped. Another thing, like I said, my ADD back to here. When he gets his shield. Howard Stark's like, yeah, it's made from vibranium. It's only made in one place. Well, that's all that we have for right now. What a perfect way. Too bad you couldn't start this like a week. Well, not even a week. 2 weeks later. Because what a perfect way. They talk about vibranium. What comes out next week? Black Panther. Black Panther. The first soundtrack in a while that I actually want the soundtrack. I want the soundtrack. This movie, I heard this movie was amazing. Oh, I can't wait for this movie. It's going to blow everything away. I do want to see how they're going to do Stan Lee. I haven't heard anything about how they do it. I heard the 2 after credit. I read about the 2 after credit scenes, if they're real. The first one, The second one, kind of cool. We're gonna leave that for maybe next week. Maybe we'll do a review or something on it next week. But yeah, stop number 5. There it is. This road, this highway's getting built. This highway's going kind of fast. I can't believe there's already 4 exits behind us. That's crazy. This is one of the amazing things to do. I might do this with other things. I might do, since I have them all. I know the next one's not out till 2020, but I may do all the Fast and the Furious for a week. Do reviews on that, because those movies and these movies, oh my god, changed my life forever. Yeah, let's not talk about all that. That's getting way off of track. Yeah. Great movie. Stop 5. So, see y'all hopefully tomorrow for another, get on for another quick little exit on the highway to the nice team up. Nice team up. But until then, like always, you already know what it is. Too sweet me, I'm out.